Here to talk more with us about the financial implications of the election and the so-called fiscal cliff, here's financial expert Kurtis Pearson.
Well, good morning, Kurt. Okay,
morning.
so the stock market yesterday, huge drop. What does this mean for us? How was this interpreted by Wall Street?
Well, you would think with a little bit of certainty that would come in terms of knowing who our president is would create a little bit of calm. The traders had already moved on to these huge decisions that have to be made between now and the end of the year and early in the first quarter of 2013. So that began to be the focus of the trade, and as they looked at that and saw that there's up to perhaps a 4.1% drag on the GDP growth all of next year if nothing is done, they began to assess confidence that they may have in the politicians to get a deal done that would be good for the economy, and that level of uncertainty began to win the day and made everyone nervous, and that's why we had the sell-off.
Okay, we've heard the word cooperation, but yesterday when I listened to both sides, I heard a whole lot of caveats. So, fiscal cliff, what does that really mean? This is pretty dramatic.
Yes, it really is. There are several tax cuts that are expiring at the end of this year, December 31st. There are automatic spending cuts that, if nothing is done, kick in heading into 2013. There are payroll taxes that automatically expire at the end of December. So there's several items like that that are coming to a head right at the end of the year. You know, politicians say, as we know, some things while they're campaigning. The real trick or art is to listen in to how they begin to govern. And we're going to be able to tell that very quickly with new individuals that have just won office.
All right, so looking at this from an individual perspective, maybe, Kurt, where should we put our money?
Well, every crisis proposes opportunity as well, and so there are several types of asset classes that we still like. In fact, yesterday there were several asset classes that had a bit of a move up in spite of the sell-off on Wall Street. Bond-oriented, fixed income, some other types of asset classes that investors ought to take a hard look at.
Okay, Kurtis Pearson, thank you very much. We appreciate it. We're going to hear a lot about the fiscal cliff. And you can ask Kurt any other money-related questions. He'd be happy to help you out. His number 515-327-1020. Also, go to CompassIowa.com.